What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of On the Couch with Max Power. I am Max Power, and as you can see, it is still red. We're doing something a little bit different. We're not doing My Virgin Eyes this week. This one is
Fight of the Frontmen.
So
Tell them what let's go.
We are music guys.
Ish.
There's a lot of bands who have had multiple frontmen. So I came up with an idea that we would do Battle of the Frontmen. So what we're going to do is we have a couple of bands in here that have two different frontmen.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly the ones that have two frontmen. So there's Black Sabbath,
AC/DC,
Van Halen, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. Did I say that already?
No, but you're cheating by looking at the notes.
Anthrax. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the first one. I'm going to let you do the honors. We're going to pull out the name, and then we're going to listen to both the debut album of the frontman and like the two frontmen.
Yeah.
And then we'll review them, and then we'll go song by song.
Oh, that's going to be hard.
And pick. So at the end of each episode, we'll have our favorite mashup album of both artists.
Got you.
So on that note, I'm going to let you do the
Which
honors.
is like a little sequel to My Virgin Ears, because there's a lot of these albums that from start to finish that I've never heard.
So
like I know the difference between fucking David Lee Roth and goddamn Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard the albums of each.
Yes,
I've got so
do you want to pick first?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one we're going to do.
Oh. What the fuck? Linkin Park? That's too soon. Come on, man. I'm still hurting.
They don't have a lead
Oh, Chester. Judas Priest.
Oh, God damn it.
So we're starting with Rob Halford, the Ripper.
So the first album from Judas Priest was Rock and Rolla, and then with Rob Halford, and then the second one was, you know what? I knew that was going to get fucking picked. I knew that was going to be the first one that comes out. And then the Ripper was the Jugginator, I think is the name of the album. I can't find it. It's not on Spotify, so it's probably on YouTube or something like that. You probably be able to download it.
Yeah, I'll have to find it. I'll have to make a road trip or some kind of time so that I can listen to both of them.
Yes, so there's going to be
back.
So what we'll do is the first two albums, we're going to listen to them completely and then pick our favorite, go through song by song until we make the first album.
Got you.
Cool.
So that'll be coming down the pike in the next month or so. Hopefully.
At some point.
Yeah.
At some point.
We're planning. You know what? It's funny we mentioned this because we're talking about going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. But we're trying to knock out a quick little road trip before then as like a pregame. So that's the soundtrack right there. Both the albums.
Yeah.
One
Sweet.
each way.
Cool. So if you like music and want to hear us ramble on about metal and stuff like that.
Speaking of rambling, tell the kids a little bit about what you just picked up.
Well, I didn't pick it up. He picked it up and passed it to me. I got this. This is Through the Never. It's the Metallica movie. We should review that. We should review the Metallica movie.
That's a weird like concert movie. It's like something that should have been like a staple on MTV.
Can't really see it, but there's a bunch of classic songs on here. Some songs I don't like, mainly Fuel.
And to top it all off, a song that they rarely played live until quite recently, and even then they still play it rarely. It's kind of a studio-ish version because they don't play this in front of the audience, but they end the album with Orion.
Yeah.
Even on the credit, they roll the credits of the movie during the band by themselves on stage.
That's a cool scene. Too.
Yeah, playing Orion.
Yeah, so if you've never seen the movie, this is the soundtrack. It's just a live performance, but
yeah. But there's an actual movie to it. So there's an actual character that goes through things in this during this concert. It's actually kind of cool. It's like an hour and a half music video.
Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic, like it's like a cult type thing.
Yeah,
we went and watched it together. Many moons ago.
Speaking of which, still in its plastic.
Oh, I didn't even open this. I got Ride the Lightning. My Metallica. This is the re-release limited edition with the blue vinyl record.
Tell them a little bit about this, because this is also going to be coming up in a future episode of On the Red Couch. Tell them a little bit about this.
Well, not this one. This is a different one.
This is the same band.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do My Virgin Years series where we're going to pick random albums that I listened to that got me into the band and he hasn't listened to them or whatever, so we're going to listen to those. So we're going to do Frightened Rabbit at some point. Which
I've already downloaded the first 2 or 3 albums of Frightened Rabbit, especially the one that got him through some stuff as a youngster. So I know exactly how that feels. There's one of my favorite albums of all time also got me through a weird phase in my life. Vishu from Thrice. So we'll go back and forth between that.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of bands. I've got a couple of staple albums from bands that I've gotten into that my first introduction to them, just like you do. And every other episode, we'll go back and forth sharing how we got into each other's bands and how they're influenced us. So
yeah. So look out for those. Yeah. And then also we still have My Virgin Eyes, which is a movie series that we do that's on the page. We've already done, I don't know, maybe 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe more. We pick movies out of random movies we haven't seen and review them. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff on there. A little bit of everything. We're going to have to think of new things to come up with now too. But yeah, so check us out.
Yeah, I remember episode 1 where you're saying, yeah, I'm going to have a bunch of friends on and we're going to do this huge ass thing. And so far it's been me, myself, and I.
COVID. I'm just going to start recording by myself. I'm just doing things by myself.
COVID's been not that I'm complaining, I'm just stating fact, but COVID has been a bitch.
We've had COVID. We've had a winter storm.
In March. No, in February. Yeah.
Yeah, where my house, my pipes and everything were fucked. So,
but that's the good part about the situation that you and I are both in. I'm just waiting for somebody to set up like an apartment depot, like Home Depot, but it's just a big empty warehouse with a bunch of people standing around with a cappuccino in their hands saying, I got to fix shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm just chilled as fuck.
This will be fun. I can't wait to hear these albums. I like Judas Priest. I'm not in like with Judas Priest. I'm a casual. I've got the greatest hits albums, British Steel, live, so I've heard some, but like holding my nose and diving into the deep end of their catalog, I haven't done. So this is going to be a nice kick in the ass for me hearing these 2 albums.
Well, I'll tell more whenever we review the albums, but I've seen Judas Priest
thrice? 3 times?
3 or 4 times, and I saw them in Scotland with Scorpions.
You fuck with?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I saw them with Motorhead.
Oh, it's not fair. Rub it in.
I've seen them. Yeah, I think I've seen them 3 times. I can't remember who the first band was that I saw them with. I'll have to go back in time, look at that.
My passport application is filled out and ready to go, so a concert in Scotland is near the top of the bucket list now. So we just need we just need to fight COVID strong enough that we can get that back going. And I'm ready to roll.
I'm down. I'll go. I don't have an outro for this one either.
Oh, God damn it, Bobby.
I don't know. Metal up your ass.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, so keep us out. We'll see you later. Oh, I'm not chugging.
I didn't have much left, but God damn, that was good. Thank God you didn't drink this, because I brought this 2 weeks ago. And you went after this Phantom Bride, and I was like, oh, I hope you didn't drink the other one. God.
If nobody's here, I don't drink. But if I was more prepared, I have a badass Judas Priest box set down there.
But
you can't reach it.
It's odd. Now I drink a lot more by myself than I do when I'm around people.
Oh, I'm the complete opposite. I don't really drink it. Well, whatever.
It helps me sleep, among other things. And it's not just beer. Like I'll buy like 3 bottles of Mexican Coke and I'll mix it with some Blackened. Like I could kill a half bottle of Blackened in one night by myself.
I got a bone to pick with Blackened.
Oh shit! I'm still trying to find a box of Batch 106 with the S&M2 playlist. I haven't found that shit to save my life. I've been a dozen specs, you're like a half dozen times each, and they say on the website that's where you find it.
Well,
and I never found one.
No, Total Wine.
They don't have the box though. They have other batches. They don't have the S&M batches.
You went to the one downtown?
I called the one downtown because that's the main pub that they distribute all the ones from. They're like, we have other batches, but we don't have that one.
I'm going there tomorrow, so I'll
106 S&M2. It's a black box.
Yeah. I'll look.
If you find it, I'll send you money.
So I was in the parking lot of an HEB, and I met the guy. I met the rep. I met the rep for Blacken. He was driving James Hetfield's truck.
I saw that.
James Hetfield built himself. So I got out. I was having lunch or whatever. I got out and I walked up to his truck and I was like, "This is a fucking badass truck." And he's like, "Thanks, man." I was like, I'm a fucking big fan of the whiskey. Like, I liked it. And obviously I like Metallica.
You got a bottle of autographed by Lars, right?
Yeah, I bought the Lars one.
Yeah.
I was like, I got the, and then I was like, yeah, me and my friend have been looking for all the different bottles and stuff like that. And I was like, and I was gonna order the records, the vinyl records. And he was like, what's your address? And I was like, this is my address. And he's like, I have a bunch of the records in my in my garage that I for promos. He's like, I'll mail you some. And I was like, cool. And that was fucking 3 months ago.
Oh damn! You and I separately have gone through this fucking hunt for all these Walmart vinyls.
Mm-hmm.
I found you Ride. You found me Master. Yep. I have all of them except the Black Album, which doesn't matter because the Black Album is like there's like a dozen in every store now.
I just need to Kill 'Em All.
Yeah, I'm still looking. Kill 'Em All is probably the next hardest one to find after Master.
Yeah, I should have bought it all at the one time, but whatever. So yeah, so Blacken, I like your stuff. I'm a little bummed I didn't get but
can't win them all.
With COVID, there's a little, some mailing is a little bit off, so
yeah,
maybe it's still in the mail.
Yeah,
I know he lives in the area he lives, so I can just hang out around there and wait until he comes back and be like, "Hey, motherfucker."
Oh, if you ever decide that you want to go back to LA, if you want to tag along with me to LA, this week they reopened the Peterson Automotive Museum.
Okay.
And to my understanding, I think they still have James Hetfield's Rust collection. He had about a dozen custom cars that he owns that he donated to the charity for a visit. I'll follow up with you to see if it's still on there. But now that Peterson's back open again and all the breweries are starting to open up again, and the 10-day quarantine's kind of like,
shit, I'm about to get my second vaccine shot, bro.
And now that I'll probably get my one Johnson & Johnson shot in the next couple of weeks. I'm ready to fly.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, check us out and peace.
And that's our.
We
out.
That's our time to go.